All right, everyone, welcome to Wilder Wrestling Entertainment, Episode 2, WrestleMania Night 2 predictions. So, if you missed Episode 1, my buddy Marcus and I gave Night 1 predictions where we thought, we went through every match and we gave our predictions who was going to win. And hopefully you saw the episode and hopefully you comment with us and you joined us as far as you joined the conversation to see who you think is going to win WrestleMania Night 1. So episode 2, what do we do? Let's do WrestleMania Night 2 predictions. Marcus, how you doing today?
Hey, doing good, man. I'm excited about this night too.
Oh man, yes. Marcus, before we get into it, I gotta ask, is that a John Cena in the NWO gear on your shirt I see?
Oh yeah, let me show you my shirt.
Oh man. Dude, that is too cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to borrow that shirt because I like that, man. I really enjoyed that match, when it was John Cena versus The Fiend slash Bray
Oh
Wyatt.
yeah.
Man, rest in paradise, man. God dang, we lost a good one, that one. All right, night two. First thing I want to get, when as we talked tonight too, the first thing I made a note, Randy Orton. So Kevin Owens came out on SmackDown 2 weeks ago, and he said that he's got to have surgery and he will be missing WrestleMania. So the first thing people think about is, whoa, wait a minute, Randy Orton. That was his opponent. So what's Randy gonna do? Now, who goes against Randy Orton?
So originally, I thought Kevin Owens was putting on the show and he wasn't hurt and he was just trying to just play mind games with Orton. But as I've been reading all these threads and it looks like it may be legit.
Yeah,
And if it's not, he's doing a great job at faking it. But by looking, I think what's going to happen is I think Solo might take his spot. That's what I'm
really?
thinking.
Okay. So you're thinking Solo's gonna be Randy Orton's opponent. I
Yeah.
I don't think so. I've been thinking about it. It's WrestleMania. And every time there's always been a mystery opponent on WrestleMania, it's always been huge, right? Even Royal Rumble too, right? I mean, we got, what about Rusev? Rusev comes out, flipping. Oh man, do you imagine the pop that he would get? His theme song hit, man.
Yeah.
And he's a beast,
I mean, it's
dude. I mean,
almost
he's
like
slim
the
and jacked
Cody
now
Rhodes
too.
and Seth a couple years ago. Almost like the Cody Rhodes and the Seth match.
Yeah,
Where,
man.
where
That
Seth
I
was,
think
Cody was the secret opponent.
that would just be
But
such a cool opportunity, right? I mean, he could obviously Randy Orton is. I know they don't like using, faces and heels, but I like that old school terminology, old school, right? So, I mean, obviously Randy Orton is face. I mean, the crowd loves him. I mean, when those overseas tours, those people were singing his anthem. They didn't even need to play it on the stage. I mean, I mean, he is well liked. And I mean, of course, he's a legend, man. I mean, he's done it all. Mad props to Randy Orton. Um, I mean, the dude's an icon. So, do you really put him against Solo, or you get him a big match with like Rusev, where people say, "Oh, Rusev's back," Randy
yeah,
Orton.
I think it's probably going to be Solo.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, if I wanted to do some fantasy booking, I'll put him against just Nick Aldris.
Oh
They one
yes,
on one, and he uses his power to have lumberjacks or something crazy, or Orton's got to climb a mountain to win. I would much enjoy that too.
that would be cool. I would like to see that too. I feel bad for Solo. I mean, he went from doing main events to he might not have a WrestleMania match. Very talented guy. I mean, of course, that whole bloodline. Salute to him. Even our tribal chief, right? So, but I don't know. I think I mean, people will be like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, but that would be more of a another pay-per-view besides WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
So, but let us know who you think. Who do you think Randy Orton's opponent's going to be? Marcus is saying Solo, and I'm thinking I'm going to say Rusev. Rusev's return, the legend, right? Everyone's a legend in my book, just to let y'all know. So, all right, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
I had to think about this one again. Their feud is heating up. Oh man. I think I'm gonna change what I was thinking before I saw this match, and I'm gonna actually go AJ Styles on this one.
Okay, all right, AJ.
AJ Styles is pretty much almost out the door. He's about to retire. He's getting older. They're gonna give him a couple more wins before he gets out the door.
Okay,
Logan Paul, he doesn't need to win. He can come back next week and compete for a title. Um, I'm gonna go with Styles on this one with the
all right,
upset.
okay. I get it. I love it. I love AJ Styles. I mean, the fact that when he came to WWE, like Vince McMahon didn't think he was going to be anything, and just the way the crowd just attracted to him, and what he did with TNA and everything else, and Independence and everything. I mean, the man, he's an icon, right? It would be cool to see him win, but I think Logan Paul is going to take it. AJ's
Okay.
just that kind of guy that he's probably going to put Logan over, right? Logan Paul, say what you want to say. I mean, the man, I mean, he turned, social networking into, multiple millions. And I mean, he's still going. And the
Yeah.
fact that, I mean, he became a pro wrestler, I mean, that's really cool. So, I mean, I know people dislike him, but I'm going to say Logan Paul is going to take it.
Okay.
All right. So, Marcus is saying AJ Styles. I'm saying Logan Paul. Let us know what you think. Um, I mean, either it could go either way. We could, So, here we go. I think besides the main event, this next match I'm most excited about. Sin City Street Fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Man, this is one that I'm excited about. Um,
Both these
this one's
dudes
hard to
can
call.
both these dudes can put on a match. I just watched the Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny match. Man,
Oh, in Puerto Rico, yeah,
I
I
forgot
saw that
how
one
good
too.
that match was, man. Holy smokes, that was such a good match. Just the way the crowd, of course, the crowd was just into it, 200%. And I mean, everyone was coming out. It was awesome. Had a lot of huge pops. And then you just Drew McIntyre. Man, he's just I've liked him. I mean, I liked him when he was in the three-man band. And then he left WWE, flipping, thicked out his beard, got even more jacked, and just became a monster. Comes to WWE and just takes over, man. Phenomenal heel. Great heel. Oh man, it's gonna be a great match, and I can't wait because I think that's gonna hype it up. I wouldn't be surprised if WrestleMania does not start with that match.
I hope it does. I hope it starts with that match.
Man,
And the
it's
thing
just
about it is that I'm gonna take a wild pick and go with Damian Priest. I
okay.
think Damian Priest needs to be credible. He needs to get some credible wins.
Yes,
He was a
absolutely.
champion. A lot of his wins were, something happened, interference. He doesn't have a whole bunch of clean wins over big superstars. I think he beats McIntyre. I mean, no disqualification, of course. But in a clean match, I think McIntyre would definitely take it. But in this kind of match, I'm gonna actually go Priest.
All right, man. I think Drew McIntyre is gonna win. I think Drew's gonna take it. I love Damian Priest. So if Damian Priest wins, I'm not gonna be upset whatsoever. I just think Drew's gonna take it, man. I think he's got big things coming. He's probably gonna be in like a title run sooner than later, right? But we'll see, because with the whole John Cena thing, we'll talk about that in a few. But it's going to be hard to say, like, if what's down the line for that championship belt, and it all depends after
Yeah.
to night two, right? So let's go on. Women's Tag Team Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bailey and Lyra.
Oh, I'm gonna pick the champs to keep this one.
Yeah. I love Liv
Yeah,
Morgan, man. Actually, she's just it's cool how that like, she controls the crowd. Very talented wrestler. She's just what her and Dominic have going on. It's really cool. We're going to talk about the Intercontinental Championship match, but I kind of have a theory about the Judgment Day, and it would be so. In order for my theory to be true, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez need to win. I think it's kind of a no-brainer in that one, but mad respect to Bailey and Lyra. Very talented wrestlers.
yeah. I think the champ retains. I think it's safe to say that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're both agreeing that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez going to retain their WWE Women's Tag Team Championship belts. All right, four-way match. WWE Intercontinental Championship belt on the on the line, right? Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dominic. Who's taking it?
I'm gonna pick the champ to keep this one too.
All right, so you're thinking Braun Breaker.
Uh,
Can we talk about this match? Like, all right, so, you got Braun Breaker, who's this up and coming star, son of legend Rick Steiner, right? Steiner brothers. And I mean, he starts on NXT and just flipping destroys NXT, comes to the main roster and just super talented. That thing he does with the ropes, man, holy smokes! And those spears, when he speared Carlito, I was worried about
oh yeah,
Carlito. I was so concerned about my man Carlito, right? Holy smokes! But the man is just a beast, right? So he's the champion.
yes,
Then you got Penta. Penta start. I mean, he's in the independent scene, does a lot of cool things in AEW, right? Super cool, man. He's got the cool mask. I mean, he is this generation's Rey Mysterio, right? Super cool walk. I can't do it, but people do it online all the time. It looks so cool. I got to learn how to do that walk. And his masks are super cool. He's awesome. And so he's new to WWE. I mean, he's on fire, man, right? Then you got
yeah,
Finn Balor, right? Leader of the Judgment Day. Hasn't had much luck, you right? In the singles contendership. Had the tag team belts. Judgment Day is not really doing much, but can this be his his turnaround, right? Or Dirty Dominic, son of Rey Mysterio. Man, I like Dirty Dominic. I love Dominic Mysterio, man. He's cool, man. And just to see him grow up after watching wrestling over these years, it's just like it's just that's different, you know. You know when like Eddie Guerrero back in the day was saying, "Dominic, I'm your son." I mean, I'm sorry, I'm your father. My apologies. And when they were Eddie and was feuding with Ray, now he's just full athlete. So and he could be like his father, Rey Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero, where they held the Intercontinental Championship belts, right? So it could go anyway, right? Any of these four wrestlers could win.
yeah. Anyone,
And
but
you're thinking Braun's going to retain, which is, I mean, that's a great guess. I mean, the man is a beast.
I'm thinking Braun. I also can go Dominic Pennington. I think that could happen too.
All right, that's okay.
Man, you know what? Even Penta could pick up a victory between on anybody.
They could give
Um,
Penta the belt, right? I mean, he's
yeah, I
new. I mean,
don't
the
think
crowd loves him.
I don't think Penta or Braun will get pinned though.
Okay.
I don't think either one will get pinned. I
All
think
right,
it'll be
so
either one
you're
of
thinking one of the Judgment Day
Dominic or Finn will
characters.
get pinned.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I
I
think so.
that's a very good observation. I think one of the members of Judgment Day is going to get pinned. Now I'm gonna say Dominic Mysterio is gonna win. I think it's just going to come out of left field because everyone's thinking, oh man, Braun Breaker or Penta or Finn Balor. And I think Dirty Dominic is going to come out of nowhere
Okay, you
and
thinking Dom's gonna pin who?
he's going to pin Finn.
And
He's,
you think he's gonna pin him with a finisher, like a frog splash or a roll up or something like that?
you know what? I think maybe like Braun Breaker is going to get like this mega spear in on Finn. Dirty
Oh, he
Dom's
just
going to
gonna
throw
sneak
him
it in.
out and then just, oh, look, and then and he's going to pin him. And then
I can see that happening
that
too.
makes Finn leaving the Judgment Day. I would like to see the Judgment Day stay around. I would like to see like, Dominic and Liv Morgan kind of run it and they can get new members and maybe some new merch, kind of refresh it up,
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
I can see that happening.
we don't have many heel factions, so I would hate to lose that one. But that would be cool to see, man. And then, give a push to Dominic and no one would see that coming.
Okay.
All right, so Marcus is thinking Braun Breaker, and then I'm thinking Dirty Dominic Mysterio. What does everyone else think? Let us know. If anyone wins, whoever wins that, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be one heck of a match. All right, WWE Women's World Championship. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Now, Rhea Ripley was the champion a few months ago, and then Io Sky actually pinned her out of nowhere, right? Everyone's like, whoa, Io Sky, she got the championship, which Io Sky, she's phenomenal. Very technical. What a great wrestler, right? And then Bianca Belair, she wins Elimination Chamber, right? Is that how she became the number one contender? Or did she win the
Yeah.
when she won the Royal Rumble?
Elimination.
No,
I'm
no,
not. I
Charlotte
think it's
Flair.
the
Charlotte Flair wins Royal Rumble.
yeah.
Bianca
Elimination
Belair. Oh yes.
chamber.
All right. So then Rhea Ripley kind of like comes in and bullies her way in, right? Just signs the paper. Must have signed like below their signatures, right? And she goes, "Guess what? I'm in the match too, right?" So it's cool. I guess rematch clauses can be used. I guess you could pick and choose when that comes in effect, right? So you get this triple threat. Man, it's really hard to think like who's going to win because all three women wrestlers are very talented. They're awesome, super strong. I would never, I they're super strong, right? So who's going to win? Who do you got, Marcus?
I think I'm picking the. Let me think. I think I'm picking the champ to retain this one too.
Okay, Io Sky retains. I can see it. I
Yeah,
could.
I can see her retaining. But honestly, it can go either way. I can see either one of the three winning. I can see Bianca winning, pinning EO. I can see Rhea Ripley pinning EO too.
Okay.
She just got the belt not too long ago, but that's the only thing, why they rip it off her so quick to put it back on there. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go EO with this one.
All right.
She's been up and coming. She had some pretty good WrestleMania matches before. I think they're gonna build her up. So
I think Bianca's going to take it. It's been a while since Bianca's had a championship match. I think that what would be really cool and I would like to see is Bianca Belair becomes champion, and maybe we find out that she was kind of behind the Jade Cargill, as far as an
ooh,
injury, and all of a sudden,
okay.
like Naomi kind of spills the beans and then all and just kind of builds this. And Jade Cargill's the number one contender for it. Man, that would be a cool storyline to set up for like SummerSlam. Man, I mean Bianca Belair is awesome. Rhea Ripley is awesome. Io Sky is awesome. I mean, all three women are very talented. I mean, anyone could take the championship. But you're thinking Io Sky. I'm thinking Bianca
Yeah, I'm
Belair.
gonna pick EO.
Okay.
EO to retain.
All right. Let us know what y'all think. I mean, a lot of triple threats, four-way matches. It seems like it, but at the same time, not really, right? All right. The main event. before we talk about the main event, let's talk about John Cena. John Cena, the legend, right? On his
Oh
retirement
yeah.
year, wrestling his last year. This is his last WrestleMania. He is a 16-time champion, tied with Ric Flair, right? So it's a record that has not been broken. If he wins, he breaks the record. And then,
Ooh. Hmm.
but then Elimination Chamber, right? He turns heel. We think John Cena, and it's funny because you see the way John Cena acts. Like after CM Punk gets curb stomped by Seth Rollins, he goes in and puts him, and in the finisher, right? But you're like, wow, that's weird. That's and then when Rock, makes the mafia like move, John Cena kicks Cody like in the gut, and then they just beat the heck out of him, right? Man, you get the infamous scene, The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott standing there. John Cena, that face he makes, man. Wow. Dude, he holds up the championship belt. We haven't seen The Rock since, right? We've seen John Cena. And he's given some pretty powerful, you know, promos. It's like, he's not a joke, he's a real person. And Cody and him they've been going back and forth, and I mean it's been heated. And we've only seen not that much exchange. Now, we're recording this episode. The last SmackDown before WrestleMania has not aired yet. So we do not know. We know that John Cena and Cody Rhodes will be at that SmackDown, but just due to schedules, we're recording this before the SmackDown airs. But as of right now, Cody Rhodes got his finisher in, but John Cena hasn't really gotten his hands on Cody again. My question is, before we start talking about, predictions, does The Rock and Travis Scott come out with John Cena? Are they there? We have not seen them since John Cena's heel turn.
I don't think they come out, but I do think Rock gets involved with the match.
Okay. All right. So you're thinking they're not going to come out at the beginning, but they will come out in.
No, come out during
Okay.
some part of the match when the referee's down and gets knocked out.
Yes. I think it would be awesome if, like, they don't announce The Rock and all of a sudden his music hits during the match. I mean, I think that would give a huge pop, right? It would get me standing off the
Yeah,
couch, right? Okay. So we have Cody Rhodes, man, who has fought tooth and nail to earn his name, through, of course, WWE, then goes to AEW, and then comes back to WWE and just takes off. I mean, beats the Tribal Chief. What a heck of a WrestleMania match those main events were last year. And, becomes the WWE champion. And I mean, he's defending it every month. I mean, he is on SmackDown and Raw. This guy is hard working, right? Everywhere, right? Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, going against John Cena, who is now a heel, right? At first, it was going to be different because Cody Rhodes versus John Cena as a face. A lot of people thought Cody was going to turn heel. That's what most people thought, right? Nobody saw Cena turning. Nobody. I mean, it was
no,
everyone on the internet, right? Like 12 million views within 2 hours. I mean, like, national coverage, was covering John Cena, turning heel, right? It was insane. It broke the internet, right? They're going against each
yeah,
other, main event, the event, right? Night two is the main event. Who wins? Who takes it? Cody Rhodes,
man,
John Cena.
this one's hard. Just the way things have been going on with the momentum of Cena and him on this tour, him just creating havoc, man. I gotta go with Cena on this one.
Cena. Yeah,
It's the right place, the right time. WrestleMania is the right place, the right time.
he wins his last WrestleMania. He becomes the 17th time champion, breaking Ric Flair's record. I
Hmm.
mean, and then you just got the rest of his year because he's doing one final year to defend the championship, right? I mean, and then
Yep.
people have a chance to go against John Cena one last time, right? I
Yeah, man.
mean,
I'm gonna have to go Cena
oof,
for this one. I have to go
yeah.
Cena.
I mean, people are thinking, I mean, Cody could beat him. It could be a lot of interference. I mean, okay, let's talk about interference, right? The Rock, Travis Scott, are we saying they're coming out there? Will they be at WrestleMania?
I think they will.
Okay. All right. So I'm thinking The Rock and Travis Scott will definitely be at WrestleMania. I don't see them coming out with John Cena. Like you said, I think it's going to be a lot more, have a lot more bigger impact if they come out during mid-match, right?
Yep.
Does does anybody come out to help Cody?
I don't think so.
So
They did last year,
we're
but
not
I
gonna hear
don't.
the
I don't
glass
think. I
break.
don't think so this time. No, I'm hearing those rumors, but I don't think so.
We're not gonna hear the glass break. Flipping, he comes out, flipping the
Mm-mm.
Austin
I don't. I
316
don't think
shirt,
so.
the jean shorts,
No.
the
I think
black
Cena.
boots.
I think Cena wins it dirty again. Maybe a low blow.
Oh, better yet, he
Yeah.
Stone Cold comes out on a four-wheeler. You know,
Uh,
comes in there and flipping just stunt, dude, stunt. Do you imagine Stone Cold stunning The Rock and Travis Scott out of the ring? The crowd would just go bananas. Las Vegas would just
mm.
explode, right? Oh man.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's WrestleMania.
no,
We expect big things to happen.
yeah, we do, and I think Cena winning this one is gonna do it. That's gonna be the big reveal.
I mean, John Cena can win, right? I mean, whoever wins, it's going to be a big deal because it could go either way. Cody Rhodes could win and beat John Cena, beat the heel John Cena, right? The bad guy John Cena, the John Cena that we never thought we would see, right? I mean, coming out there and flipping, making kids cry. I mean, what is going on, right? Which it's funny, they still say that every event, John Cena's number one in merchandise right now. So, I mean, even people are
Yeah,
loving it. They're loving John Cena, but they're still booing him, right? Because he's a heel. He's going out there. And now
love
we're
to
gonna
hate
see,
him. Love
and
to hate him.
or we see the flipping the face of WWE, the current face, Cody Rhodes defending, beat him, or John Cena beat him. Man,
I'm gonna stick my pick. Think I'm gonna go Cena, man. It's gotta be John Cena.
yes. I'm gonna go with John Cena too. I think Cena's gonna take it. I want to see Cena win. I want to see Cena standing there. I would also you know, I want to keep, probably wrap this up soon, but do we see any more members of this new coalition? The Rock, Travis Scott, John Cena. Do we see anybody
Yeah,
else?
I've been hearing they're gonna add one more person.
Yes.
A lot of rumors, but
I've heard
not
I've heard
sure
I've
who.
heard Seth Rollins. I've heard Drew
I
McIntyre.
heard that too.
I mean, it could go either way.
But
But, uh-oh, did I lose you?
but night two main event, I think I'm going Cena, man.
All right.
Think so?
So,
Yeah, Cena.
all right. Marcus and I are saying John Cena is going to beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. I know a lot of people have mixed emotions about this. Even if you don't really watch WWE, you know that John Cena is a bad guy right now, and you know that he is going for the belt against Cody Rhodes in night two of WrestleMania. So let us know who's gonna win, who's coming out that night, the champion. And man, it's like, and then we get Monday Night Raw, and that's one of the sometimes the best Raw of the year, right? So. Man, it's going to be two great nights of WrestleManias. I'm excited. Marcus, thank you. Thank you for joining me for both of these episodes.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate you having me again.
No, absolutely, man. And everyone, thank you for watching. And please let us know who you think's going to win. And we'll have another episode. Episode 3 will be kind of be like the WrestleMania recap. And then also it'll be after the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. The first Monday Night Raw on Netflix after WrestleMania. So I'm sure it's going to be huge, right? So I thank you again, Marcus. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. This is episode 2 of Wilder Wrestling Entertainment. Thank you, and y'all have a good one. See ya. Bye.
Thank you.